At a high level, as Audrey Act wrote in her article, a design system is the single source of truth which groups all the elements that will allow the teams to design, realize, and develop a product. Concretely, the elements that compose a design system are of two different types. First, you have the tangible elements, and second, you have the intangible one. The tangible elements are the various assets such as logo files or icons that you use across your apps, but it also includes what we call design tokens, and which are the values needed to construct and maintain interfaces, such as spacing, color, or typography values represented as data. For example, if a front-end developer needs to code a submit button on an interface, she'll need to know what is the color code for the background, the size of the font, or the various padding and margin values she should use. The intangible elements are the elements that cannot necessarily be materialized through the form of data or files, but are important nevertheless when you design a product, a page, or even a marketing campaign. A good example of that are your brand values. For example, if your brand should convey trust and seriousness, you will not design products the same way as if these brand values were about being playful and disruptive. These are super important elements that a designer should know before creating design assets, for example. Now that we know what a design system is composed of, you'll ask me, how is it concretely set up? And it's where it starts to be a little bit more blurry. There is not one way to build a design system, but many. Some companies have very light design systems, which simply consist of shared Dropbox folders to host the design files, and a Notion page that lists their brand values / philosophy. But you can also use specialized design system tools, such as Specify, which is kind of a segment for design tokens, and enable you to distribute your design tokens programmatically. To sum it up, a design system is a place that centralizes all these elements in one place and that developers and designers can tap into whenever they need it.